Ba-dum, ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-bee-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Zim, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-do. Oh, we are back! We are back once again. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there, and welcome to ya. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I'm very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are diving back into the world of Galabor, my friends, where we have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of work to do. And there's no time like the present to get started. So, what are we going to be doing today? I can imagine some of you guys are wondering. Well, we're going to do what I pretty much said we were going to do last go-round. We are going to work on Project BUTN. That is the Base Underground Transportation Network project, which is basically me trying to make a tunnel through the overworld's deepest depths between all my current bases, which I say all, but really there's currently only two. But we're going to set it up so that we have access to the base through the underground from the surface. And we're going to try to dig the tunnel, the first tunnel of the network. We're going to try to do all this. We're going to try to do that today. So if you guys haven't seen the BUTN project's beginning, it's very simple. I just want to connect up my bases. My plan is to work at connecting every base that I make both through the overworld and through the nether. The nether may be the faster way to get from point A to point B, but sometimes you don't feel like dealing with the nether. And sometimes you're in a situation where you don't have shulker boxes for transporting items, so it's more efficient to use mine carts, chest carts, hopper carts, whatever you gotta use. And that's a small part of the situation as well. Alright, here we are. Coordinates 0, 0. So yeah, the hub of this thing is right here at coordinates 0, 0. Another Nautilus! Eventually I gotta get some pufferfish. I'm pretty sure that it requires pufferfish for you to be able to tame a Nautilus. But it would be nice to have a Nautilus for projects like this where at least a good part of it is gotta be done underwater. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice to have that going for us after this. Those are some weird sounds. Did you guys hear that? That's coming from the Nautilus. Or Nautili. I'm pretty sure. I am not passing up a free Nautilus shell. Yep, it's coming from them. It's got to be. There we go. Stinking pests. Good grief. Ugh. There we go. That gets rid of them. Alright, that is an inner layer done. That's cool. I can still see... I can kind of see where I did the drowned farm, but I can also see the edge of Hobbit's Cove. The very corner of it. I like that. Surface. It's annoying that I keep having to do that, but gotta do what I gotta do, right? Surface. All right, back to business. Up. There we go. And back down. Place all the blocks that I can. And we go back down. And back up again. Up. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Ah, hello, Stuff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a little while. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. I hope you're doing real good, dude. There we go. Now. Get some torches. Need a crafting table. Got a couple of pickaxes I need to deal with, I think. Alright, let me see. Now, one problem I have here is how am I going to do this? Or rather, how am I going to do this without running out of air? My plan is to dig straight down in these two spots here. And then I'll set up a water elevator in one to bring us back up from the underground. And the other one will just be a straight shoot drop down into the depths. Now, the water is meant to make it so that I don't die while I'm going down. In the event that there's lava down there, the water will keep me from dying. But I need a way to make it so that I don't end up dying from lack of air. And unfortunately, in Bedrock Edition, you can't do the door water pocket trick. Java Edition, if you place down a door underwater, it creates an air pocket where the door goes. Here in Bedrock Edition, we don't have that. When you place a door down in water sources, it just becomes waterlogged. Only that's not... Wait a minute, it just occurred to me, that's not water source. Those aren't water sources that I'll be placing the door in. When I place down the door, it'll be in flowing water. That'll work. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this guy, the fisherman. The dock keeper. I forgot about him. That is also true. So this is part of why I'm glad that I'm playing with an audience, because you guys notice things that I end up forgetting are true. Thank you for pointing out that option stuff. Appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, that will be how I do it. I can always get the soul sand to make the water elevator later. Because I'll have to go back through and set it up with the, with that at some point, but my goal here is to make it so that I can easily come back up to the surface when I need to from the hub. And this is just a small little nothing hub design. I'm going to end up making this a lot bigger and a lot more refined at some point. Is this about to make me go through an amethyst geode? I think it is. Oh, nope, maybe not. I think we're just passing one. That's okay. Oh, we've hit the deep slate. Slow and steady. Just making sure that I've got this lined up right. Replacing the torches. Alright. Made it down, safe and sound. Now, it's a matter of... we go back up to the surface and do this again. We're going to take the long way, so to speak. It's simpler than doing the go up the water method. Water is really just there to keep us from getting, like I said before, it's to keep us from dying in lava. If we've got the water keeping us from just dropping straight into lava, we're good to go. If the water wasn't there, we'd be in deep trouble. I'm kind of surprised that that chute didn't punch through any caves. It's rather surprising. A surprise, but a welcome one. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. I'm basically making a super highway underground at the diamond level in the deep slate. It'll cut through it'll connect all my bases using their own strip mining tunnels. And if that highway happens to cut through a future base's mining, if it happens to expand the mining tunnel of a future base, we'll just move the mine. Yes! Yes! Sweet! Excellent Silk Touch roll. What would I get for another run? Unbreaking 3. Okay. Well, I don't have level 30 right now, so... pop that there. I can do some quick combinations. One to repair this pickaxe, and one to master this one. Excellent. Now, soul sand. We need soul sand. I knew I had soul sand somewhere. Now I need some glass. Because I need to be able to put glass in at the bottom. Half a stack. Well, no, let's take more than that. Let's take a full stack of glass with us. Hello, sir. What are you selling today? Nothing good. Okay. Well, you and your llamas are going bye-bye. Sorry, llama. I'm afraid that llama had to endure some trauma. Not that trauma itself is a joke, just for the record. I was just trying to be a little bit funny about how those two llamas ended up being decimated. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Actually, wait, I can get that out there. I was about to say I'm gonna need some kelp, and I just realized how silly that statement was. I realized how silly it would be to go back to the base to get kelp when there's kelp all over the place out here by the hub. The surface hub. Alright, here we go. And break. I just thought of something else I can do. That's another way I can help keep myself from drowning. Sweet! Alright, let's see. I need to put water. Wait a minute. Yeah, water at this one. Actually, give me 4 of those. Wait a minute. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. That one was in the wrong spot. So was that one. There we go. That's that part. Now, need some signage. And I need a block that you can place that stuff on, the kelp. Going up. Made it. Now, how much kelp did we just get? 2 stacks, practically. Excellent. Down we go. Whee! Alright, we should be able to make it to the surface before we run out of air. Except, I just ran out of kelp in the stack that I was holding. So... What the... Oh, shoot! I see what happened there. I broke through into the other passage, and I kept swimming out of one and into the other. It's kind of funny. Whee! Set of complete deep slates. There we go. That'll make it so I can get out of there easy. And woohoo! Going up to the surface. I like it. Geronimo! Oh, can you imagine how much damage you could do falling from at that speed to anything that was below you? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that would be insane. That would probably be an insane level of damage. Fun, 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 fun. Alright. Now then. I had one thought regarding this tunnel. What if I made it so that there were 4 means of transportation along the road? On one side, we could have a path for ice boating. We could also have minecart rails, powered minecart rails, of course. We could have a channel for horses. But we could also potentially have one for soul sand. It's an interesting idea. Very interesting idea, actually. May have to think about that. I may seriously have to think about that. This is satisfying. Get into the right rhythm of breaking blocks and boom. I like it. I wish there was a way to assign a button to make you move forward at this pace. Specifically at this pace. Because it seems to be the perfect rhythm to break a lot of blocks smoothly. Dum da 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 dee, zum bum ba da da da, dum dum da dum dum da dum dee dee dum, ba da dum ba da dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum, ba da 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 dum da dum, ba da 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 dum bum bum. Ba da da dee da 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 dum, da 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 dum, bum bum. Ba dum da da dum, da da dum, da 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 dum, da da dum. Dum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Hmm. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum. This is going very well. Lots of blocks breaking here, and I'm happy about it. Oh. Inventory is full. That's no big deal. What is a big deal, on the other hand, is I need the water back. Alright. That is awesome. The tunnel is seeing progress. We've got a surface connection at the hub, or the main hub, I should say. And as I've said before, that main hub is probably going to get expanded and reshaped as I determine how I'm going to work it. But I think that this is some good, solid progress so far. And part of my plan is actually to make it so that whenever the highway, this underground highway setup, cuts through a mining tunnel, I will make it so that there is actually a spot where you can easily stop and go head off through the mining tunnel to wherever the base is. And I'll even set up signs that will indicate which way to go to get to the base. But I think for right now, this is where we're going to go ahead and leave off for the session. I got some stuff I got to go do out in the real world. So for now, that'll do for this session, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes and comments. Subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content and more ways to support the channel. Share the channel with your friends. I think they might enjoy it. And, of course, please be sure to smack that notification bell once you subscribe. That way you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I will see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!